Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail! The football world is buzzing with whispers that Celtic are looking to shake up their midfield in a way that could leave the entire Scottish Premiership staggered. Imagine Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian dynamo currently lighting up the Premier League, donning the green and white hoops in Parkhead. Sources close to the club hint that talks have been quietly taking place behind closed doors, and while no official statement has been released, the air of expectation is palpable. Fans have been speculating on social media, some swearing they've seen snippets of Salah's agent in Glasgow, and the idea alone has sent Celtic supporters into a frenzy. Could this be a masterstroke by the boys' management, aiming to make a real statement on the European stage, or is it merely a tantalizing pipe dream conjured up by hopeful chatter? Either way, the rumor has legs, and it's moving faster than a high-speed counterattack on a rainy Hampton Park night. Analysts have begun dissecting the possibilities, suggesting that Salah's flair, pace, and vision could transform Celtic's midfield dynamics, providing a mix of creativity and goal threat that the Scottish League has not seen in decades, potentially intimidating rivals even before a ball is kicked. Adding Salah to Celtic would not only be a footballing coup, but a psychological blow to their domestic competition. The mere notion of a player of his caliber stepping into the Scottish Premiership has pundits reconsidering what's achievable in a league often seen as predictable. Imagine the tactical headaches for Rangers, Hearts, and Aberdeen, who would have reckoned with Salah's electric runs, precise finishing, and the kind of midfield ingenuity that can turn matches in seconds. Club insiders hint that Salah's versatility might be key. He could drift across the midfield, linking play between defense and attack while still having the freedom to exploit spaces on the flanks. Rumors suggest that Celtic's management is exploring creative contractual terms that could lure him without disrupting his commitments in continental competitions. A delicate balance that could redefine how player loans or transfers are negotiated in modern football. Meanwhile, the city of Glasgow itself seems caught up in a speculative excitement, with merchandise shops reportedly preparing for a potential surge in demand. Conversations in local pubs and online forums are dominated by hypothetical scenarios, each more tantalizing than the last, fueling an atmosphere of anticipation that borders on electric, hinting that if Salah arrives, Celtic may never be the same again. Reports from trusted insiders hint that negotiations could hinge on more than just monetary figures. Salah's personal ambitions, his desire for new challenges, and the club's vision for European success all seem to play a critical role. Sources suggest that the Egyptian forward is intrigued by the idea of taking on a leadership role in a team with a storied history, which could provide a fresh chapter in his illustrious career. Celtic, known for nurturing talent and fostering a strong sense of community, may be positioned as the perfect platform for Salah to not only extend his legacy, but also to inspire a new generation of players in Scotland. Some whispers even suggest that Salah's potential arrival could influence other high-profile players considering moves outside the traditional powerhouses, creating a ripple effect that might elevate the Scottish League's profile globally. Meanwhile, football journalists speculate on tactical setups, envisioning formations that could accommodate Salah's unique skill set while maintaining team balance. Fans staring at the news feeds with barely concealed excitement imagine stadiums roaring in unison as the Egyptian maestro weaves his magic, hinting at the spectacle that could redefine home games and ignite Celtic's European ambitions in ways previously considered improbable. The timing of his rumored transfer also fuels debate among pundits, with speculation centered on the intersection of Salah's current contract status and Celtic's strategic planning. Some insiders hint that the Egyptian star may be considering a move that offers both competitive challenges and a unique lifestyle change, factors that Celtic could leverage in their pursuit. Discussions suggest that financial structures, performance bonuses, and image rights negotiations are all key elements under consideration, reflecting modern football's complex transfer ecosystem. Meanwhile, fan forums are ablaze with predictions, ranging from tactical masterstrokes to merchandising bonanzas, each viewpoint adding to the growing anticipation. Analysts posit that if Celtic succeed, the move could alter the balance of power in the Scottish League, challenging conventional hierarchies and potentially attracting further elite talent to Glasgow. Even casual observers are drawn in, spurred by the magnetism of Salah's global appeal, and local media are running endless features on what-if scenarios. The city seems poised on the edge of transformation, and while no concrete confirmation exists, the narrative alone has breathed new life into the Scottish football discourse, reminding everyone that the beautiful game thrives on dreams as much as reality. Social media reactions have been particularly vivid, with fans blending hope, disbelief, and humor in equal measure. Twitter threads explode with images of Salah in green and white hoops, memes of defenders bewildered, and polls debating potential jersey numbers. The atmosphere is one of electric anticipation, a mix of Scottish passion and global football fandom colliding in real time. Some influencers have begun crafting videos imagining first matches, goal celebrations, and tactical setups, while betting agencies reportedly starting to reflect the rumor in their odds, albeit cautiously. Club commentators, while wary of confirmatory statements, engage in playful speculation, painting vivid pictures of Parkhead packed to the rafters, chanting Salah's name in unison. Even rival fans can't resist discussing the potential disruption to the league, acknowledging the seismic impact such a signing could bring. The narrative grows, each retweet and share adding weight to the idea, suggesting that in football, perception and excitement can sometimes rival the significance of an official announcement. Whether Celtic fans are ready for the reality or simply dreaming in green and white, the chatter itself has revitalized interest in the league, hinting at a possible shift in Scottish football's trajectory. Financial implications of bringing Salah to Celtic are also sparking intense debate. Experts speculate on how the club could structure the deal to balance ambition with fiscal responsibility, possibly creating a model that blends performance-based incentives with marketing opportunities. Sponsorships might surge, merchandise sales could skyrocket, and global attention could pivot towards Glasgow, positioning the city as a destination for elite football. Local economists hint that the buzz alone could boost matchday revenues, tourism, and brand recognition, while sporting directors weigh the risk and reward of investing in a player accustomed to high-profile European leagues. Some pundits suggest innovative financial instruments, like shared image rights or phased payments, as pathways to feasibly secure Salah without undermining club stability. Meanwhile, insiders whisper that Salah himself may consider the cultural experience, lifestyle, and historical significance of Celtic factors that could tip the balance in favor of a move. In essence, the speculation alone is driving discussions on strategy, economics, and global branding, hinting at the transformative potential not just on the pitch, but across the broader landscape of Scottish football. Macking this rumor, irresistible to dissect and debate. Another layer to the chatter involves managerial tactics and how Salah could integrate into the existing squad. Analysts speculate that his arrival would necessitate strategic reshuffles, possibly influencing formations, pressing systems, and attacking patterns. Sources indicate that the coaching staff may already be envisioning ways to maximize Salah's impact, blending his creativity with the established rhythm of Celtic's midfielders and forwards. Rumors suggest that younger players could benefit immensely, learning from Salah's experience and professionalism, while rivals might scramble to adapt defensively. Some insiders hint at potential synergies with key Celtic stars, creating a dynamic midfield engine capable of breaking lines, orchestrating counterattacks, and enhancing goal-scoring opportunities across competitions. The football community is captivated, not just by the spectacle of a high-profile signing, but by the tactical intrigue and adaptability such a player could bring. Discussions spill over into podcasts, fan forums, and sports programs, each Analysis layering further excitement onto the rumor, suggesting that even before an official confirmation, the notion of Salah in green and white has already begun reshaping perceptions, strategies, and expectations within Scottish football. Circles promising a fascinating evolution if it comes to fruition. Finally, whispers suggest that if Salah's move materializes, it could redefine Celtic's European ambitions. Historically competitive domestically, the club has long sought deeper runs in continental tournaments, and a player of Salah's caliber might just bridge that gap. Sources intimate that management views this as more than just a headline-grabbing signing. It's a statement of intent, a declaration that Celtic aspire to challenge Europe's elite. Analysts ponder matchups against top-tier clubs, imagining Salah's direct impact on pivotal games, whether by unlocking stubborn defenses, dictating tempo, or providing moments with individual brilliance that shift outcomes. Meanwhile, rival clubs might reconsider their transfer strategies, defensive plans, and scouting approaches in anticipation. The speculation is rife, but the allure is undeniable. Salah in the hoops could transform Celtic's narrative, energize fans, and reshape Scottish football's international perception. Even as the rumor persists with no official confirmation, it has ignited conversations, inspired tactical musings, and created a shared sense of possibility. Celtic supporters, pundits, and casual observers alike now find themselves united in anticipation, suggesting that the power of a single rumor can be almost as compelling as the reality on the pitch itself. If Salah were to arrive at Parkhead, the ripple effect across Europe could be monumental. Scouts from rival leagues would immediately turn their eyes to the Scottish Premiership, reassessing its potential as a stage for elite talent. Some insiders believe that Salah's presence could convince other top-tier players, perhaps in the later stages of their careers. They see Celtic as a viable platform for both competition and legacy building. Imagine seasoned internationals taking note, considering the lure of passionate fan bases, historic rivalries, and a city alive with football culture. The green and white hoops, already iconic, could become a global brand symbol associated with high-caliber signings. Media coverage would intensify, with international broadcasters vying for rights, and football tourism might soar, bringing new life to local businesses. Sponsors, too, would see the opportunity, perhaps spark an arms race of investment. Among clubs in Scotland, this isn't just about Salah's skill on the pitch, it's about the statement such a transfer sends. Celtic could position itself not only as Scotland's dominant force, but as a competitive European presence, shaking off the stereotype of being a feeder league, and instead becoming a destination where legends can carve fresh chapters. Reactions would be swift and varied. Rangers fans, while quick to dismiss the rumor as fantasy, would secretly recognize the gravity of what such a signing would mean for the balance of power in Glasgow. Aberdeen, Hearts, and Hibs would start crunching defensive strategies, possibly seeking reinforcements to cope with a threat. Pundits speculate that managers across the league would shift tactical approaches, perhaps dropping deeper lines or double-marking Salah to blunt his influence. However, in true Scottish football fashion, there'd be no shortage of banter. Rival supporters might flood social media with jibes about Egyptian winters or Salah's supposed shock at Scottish weather. But beneath the humor lies an unspoken respect for his proven ability. Meanwhile, Celtic's own dressing room dynamic would inevitably shift. Established players might elevate their game, inspired by the opportunity to play alongside a global star, while younger talents could soak up invaluable lessons in professionalism and work ethic. The pressure on the coaching staff to deliver results with such an asset would intensify, but with that pressure comes the tantalizing possibility of historic achievements. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. In European competitions, Salah's involvement could change Celtic's tactical blueprint entirely. Instead of relying heavily on counterattacks against stronger sides, they could adopt more expansive, possession-based systems, knowing they've got a world-class playmaker capable of unlocking stubborn backlines. Former players, Now pundits would debate whether this marks a turning point for Scottish clubs in Europe, signaling a move away from survivalist tactics toward more assertive football. The Champions League nights at Parkhead, already legendary for their atmosphere, could reach fever pitch levels if Salah was striding out under the floodlights. Imagine him squaring up against Europe's finest defenders, bringing not only flair, but also an aura that unsettles opponents. Sponsors would relish the exposure, with Celtic jerseys possibly flying off shelves from Cairo to California. Even UEFA might take note, recognizing the value of such star power in promoting the competition globally. Yet the rumor's uncertainty adds an edge. Without official confirmation, it remains in that sweet spot where hope fuels imagination, and every whisper maybe feels like it could tip into reality at any moment. The potential cultural impact in Scotland cannot be overstated. Salah, a devout Muslim and a global ambassador for the sport, could inspire greater engagement between Celtic and diverse communities across the country. Outreach programs, youth academies, and cross-cultural events might see renewed investment, positioning the club not just as a football powerhouse, but as a bridge between cultures. Fans could see match days evolve into celebrations of both local tradition and global unity, with Parkhead becoming an even more inclusive space. Beyond football, Glasgow's image could benefit, drawing international attention not just for its nightlife and history, but as a welcoming home for world-class athletes. Journalists would relish covering the off-pitch stories. Salah exploring Scottish landmarks, engaging with supporters, perhaps even picking up a few Scots phrases for interviews. While the footballing benefits are clear, this softer cultural narrative might be just as significant, further cementing the sense that this rumor, however speculative, has layers of impact that stretch far beyond the pitch. It's rare for a single transfer story to ignite both tactical and societal discussions, yet Salah to Celtic manages it effortlessly, proving that football's influence can extend well past 90 minutes. Training ground footage should Salah arrive would instantly become media gold. Clips of him linking up with Celtic's key attackers, executing pinpoint passes or dazzling dribbles would dominate sports channels and social media feeds. Coaches might tailor drills specifically to integrate his strengths, perhaps shifting focus towards quick transitions and exploiting space behind defenses. There's also the intriguing question of how opponents in Scotland would adjust in real time. Would smaller clubs bunker in even more, hoping to frustrate him? Or would they gamble on attack, knowing the threat he poses? Friendly matches and early season fixtures would be scrutinized like never before, each touch dissected by analysts. The first goal, should it come, would be immortalized in fan memory, replayed endlessly on YouTube compilations and fan podcasts. And in training, the influence on youth prospects could be transformative. Imagine a 17-year-old academy winger absorbing advice from Salah, modeling runs, learning subtle tricks of movement. That intangible legacy shaping the next generation could outlast his tenure, creating a ripple effect in player development that benefits Celtic and Scottish football for years. Bookmakers would have a field day with the rumor's momentum. Odds on Celtic dominating the league, achieving deep European runs, or even pulling off a fairy tale Champions League upset would shorten dramatically. Casual punters might throw a fiver on Salah to top the scoring charts, while seasoned bettors weigh the realism against the romance. Financial markets within football, particularly in player valuation, might also shift slightly if the move occurs, as agents reassess Scotland as a viable career destination for stars. Football video games would waste no time updating squads, with fans rushing to test Salah in a Celtic shirt virtually before reality catches up. Merchandise projections would surge. The club store might have to expand online infrastructure just to cope with the demand. Even rival kit suppliers would take note, seeing how a single signing can drive sales. Yet amidst the commercial buzz, there's the undercurrent of football purity, the dream of seeing a generational talent light up cold Wednesday nights in Glasgow. That's what keeps this rumor alive in hearts and headlines, regardless of its eventual outcome. The psychological warfare aspect also deserves attention. Even without kicking a ball, Salah's mere association with Celtic could unsettle rivals. Pre-match team talks for opposition managers would inevitably address his threat. potentially distracting from other tactical priorities. Media coverage would amplify the fear factor, painting images of Salah dancing past defenders in snow or rain, scoring in Old Firm derbies, and celebrating in front of roaring home fans. The pressure on rival backlines would mount long before they face him, with anticipation sometimes proving as disruptive as the event itself. Celtic could use this to their advantage, maintaining an aura of unpredictability and momentum throughout the season. Football, after all, thrives on psychology as much as skill, and a signing like this would be as much about altering mindsets as it is about enhancing talent on the field. Whether Salah eventually signs or not, the tactical paranoia he's already inspired across the Scottish Premiership speaks volumes about his standing in the game, and Celtic's growing ambition to push boundaries and defy expectations. Ultimately, the rumor of Salah joining Celtic has become more than a transfer story. It's evolved into a saga that blends sport, culture, economics, and imagination. The lack of official confirmation fuels its power, keeping fans engaged daily, scouring news outlets for updates, and sharing theories in pubs and online threads alike. In a way, this uncertainty is its own form of entertainment, a drama unfolding in slow motion against the backdrop of Scottish football. Whether it ends in triumphant unveiling or a quiet fade into what could have been, it's already left an imprint. Celtic's name has been spoken in football circles worldwide with renewed respect and curiosity. Salah's brand, too, has been enriched simply by association, reminding everyone of his global allure. And perhaps that's the magic of football rumors. They allow us to dream without boundaries, to imagine improbable alliances, and to feel the thrill of possibility. In this case, the thought of Mohamed Salah stepping out at Parkhead and Green and White Hoops is a story rich enough they savor, whether or not reality ever grants us the chance to witness it. Hello, fan! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.